Hey everybody, it is Tuesday and it's 2 o'clock, so that means it's time for Top 5 Tuesday. I'm your host from Crate Insider. I'm Kate Dillon and I'm really excited to be here today. I have a couple of new products that I'm really excited to bring you. I'm always excited about something, you guys, but after a while, you know, it takes a little bit more to get me pumped up about something. But there's also another product too. Well, you're gonna see. I've got a whole range of, I think I've got a fun show ahead. And you know, if you're here, drop in a comment, say hi, tell us where you're from. I always love to see that, and you'll hear more about what else I want you to comment in just a moment. But I wanted to kick this off, and I was talking about this product earlier today, and I realized that, you know, I just haven't really promoted this as well or let people know about it. But especially going into this winter season, if you're taking your engine, you know, like out of your car, maybe you're draining the water out of it, you're doing something like that and you're gonna store it for the winter, well, rather than just putting like duct tape over the ports, instead I've got a really fun solution for you. And these are our Crate Insider engine cover plates for all of the exhaust ports. So this kit, in fact, these are done for us by Jones Racing Products. They do a fantastic job, so they're hard coated and etched in here. Like this isn't printed on here. This, I'm running my finger across it and it's like laser etched in here, so this isn't going anywhere. I guess you might be able to color different colors, but we've got this whole set of plates for, you know, especially like a 604. I think it worked for a 602 also. I'd have to take a look at that. And it comes with all of the bolts you need too, and this whole set runs $54.90. And I think these are, I think there's like a heavy duty aluminum. I mean, they're nice. They're not just cheap and plasticky crap, and made in America, made by Jones Racing Products. So we're really glad to carry these. And I just know I just haven't gotten the word. Somebody asked me about them today and I said, you know, yeah, I've got those. I just haven't told people about them very much. So definitely they're a really great way to go for sure. And before we jump in, I've got another new product I want to share with you. And I also want to talk to you about our giveaways. And one of our giveaways today is a shirt from our friends over at Pro Fabrication. And oh, this is a newer shirt because I know they redid their logo where it's got this purple outline, which is pretty cool looking. So I think it looks blue on my computer screen here, but in person it's definitely purple. So pretty cool how it really sets off the logo like that. I like it. This shirt happens to be a large, I think. Yes, it's a large. And to win this shirt, all you need to do is drop in a comment. And then at the end of this show, we'll do a random number drawing giveaway and give away a shirt. Now, I wanted to bring ProFab up this week for two reasons. One, I now have stock again of the 604 dirt late model headers. I haven't got a chance to bring them back up to the shop, but they're boxed up and ready to go. So if you want to order your 604 crate late model headers, I have them in stock. I don't know how many other dealers carry them, but I have them in stock and I can get them shipped out right away. So that's pretty cool. But the other thing is if this is the first time you've been watching the show, then I want to tell you that coming up in December, in 17 days, we are having the Cars Racing Show. And the Cars Racing Show, Cars stands for Carolina Auto Racing Show. At least that's what it used to stand for. But we are having a racing trade show where we are bringing together manufacturers. There's going to be products that are available right there for you to buy and take home with you. Save on the shipping, get great deals, see the newest things that are coming out, and all of that's going to happen in Hickory, North Carolina. Get a lot of questions if this show is still happening, and yes, it is. This show will happen unless they close down Walmart. If they close down Walmart, then pretty much everything's closed, right? But as long as Walmart's open, we have every intention of being open, got some more permits today, we're good to go. So we would love to see you at the Cars Racing Show. In fact, we'll drop in a link and you can go on over to the website, grab tickets. The tickets right now are free and you can even get multiples. So if you're filling out the little form to get tickets, you can get them for your whole crew, and you can put the names in. We're gonna have name badges. I just ordered badging materials this morning. In case you haven't figured out, I'm one of the organizers. But this is not Crate Insider show. This is the Cars Racing show. We have manufacturers coming from all over. It's very exciting. If you want to see that list of exhibitors, you'll just go on over to CrateInsider.com, and there's an exhibitors tab now, and you can see that whole list. The floor plan, we're gonna have a prettier floor plan that we put up there that you can see a little bit better, but you can at least see all the exhibitors. It is gonna be one heck of a show. I'm telling you, if you want to really be set up for 2021, you are going to want to be there for sure. But I'm gonna say hi to some folks, and I see Steve is here, and Scott is here from California, and he says, happy Thanksgiving. Hey boys and girls, does your letter to Santa include Crate Insider gear? Oh, I love that. That's awesome. I love it. That's fantastic. Let's see, I see David's here, and Mike and Chris and Melinda and Andrew. He's here from Pennsylvania. Tommy and Lucas and Danny. And I recognize a lot of you as customers of mine. So, I'm, going into this Thanksgiving season, I really do practice gratitude on a constant basis. I don't really just wait for Thanksgiving to be grateful. And I want to say that year round, I am incredibly grateful for my customers, for all of you who are here on the show, who watch, whether it's on Facebook or it's on YouTube, you click on the website. All of those things are really helpful. The people who like the videos, who share the videos, who obviously at the end of the day buy the products. That's a lot what allows me to show up here every single week. I wouldn't be able to do it without our amazing customers. So thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart. And I see Ryan is here, and Chris and Brian and Donnie. So, thank you all so much for being here. And I have a really special surprise, especially if you're someone who's been watching this show for a while. I saw this and I had to have it. I had to bring it to the show, and now I want to tell you about our second giveaway. And our second giveaway is it literally just arrived this morning, like on my doorstep arrived. I ordered lots of them. And this sign right here has become a real part of the show. It's almost like another character in the show. There have been times when I haven't had the sign up because maybe I couldn't think of a saying. It's after a while, after you've been doing this for a couple of years, it's a little bit difficult to come up with something that's short and sweet, fits in 3 lines, and is fewer than 10 letters per line. It gets tougher and tougher all the time. But this sign is really, really special. And so I happened to see this as a promo, and right here is a sign. It's a mini sign, and right there it says, oh, look at that, Crate Insider right on there. And look at it's also lights up too, which so does that one, but I never light it up because you can't see it on camera. So if it was in the office in the dark or in darker circumstances, I would. But this is going to be our second giveaway. So those of you who have been loyal viewers of this show, go ahead and drop in your comment. If you know what my sign said last week, drop that in as a comment, and I'll show you. These are not the same size. It's hard to tell on camera, but it literally is just a mini version of my big sign. And so if I can bring a little bit of that joy to you, and let me know. I mean, if you think I should have it on the website, I'll put it up on the website. So just let me know if you think I should sell those as well. I fell in love with them, had to have them, and they got to me a lot quicker than I had anticipated. And in fact, I'll be doing those probably as like gifts with purchase at the trade show. Of course, I've been talking about, but I'll be selling lots of our Crate Insider products at the show. People can save on shipping, probably do some deals there too, and have a free gift with purchase, and that'll be it, because I don't know, it's just really special to the show. And I think you'll agree, because I know people have noticed if I don't have the sign up, they're like, where's the sign, Kate? Where's the sign? People miss the sign, so it's kind of fun. I also, hey, we're on new product mode, and of course it is that time of year where we are going to start seeing some new products, especially especially, you know, of course, after the trade show, not to, you know, hammer that nail into the ground, but after the trade show especially, I'll be coming back with some new products. But I had a great meeting last week with Lenny Doughton, the owner of DRP DRP Performance, and we were talking about, you know, some opportunities for some products and some things that would be really great. And here is a brand new product right here. This is, I've been selling the DRP Bearing Packer for a while, and that one, the full-size one, it really depends on what kind of bearings. You have to really be specific. Are these for wide 5 bearings? Are they for a different kind of bearing? Whatever. But what Lenny showed me last week is this whole setup right here. We call this the mini, I think it's called like the mini grease gun, but this is a universal outlet right here. And what's so cool is so you can use it with any kind of bearing. So whether you've got whether you've got a super motor, or you've got a 604 crate late model, or a modified, or maybe if you're using bearings in like your kid's go-kart, it doesn't really matter what kind of bearings you have, that you'll be able to use this. In fact, I'm not going to do a full demo because I am going to do a video with this. I haven't used it yet. I'm really stoked about trying it out, because if I can do it, anybody can. But the basic concept is, I hope you can see this little peg that's sticking out right here, but then we would take our bearing and set it right in there, and then we're going to squeeze this trigger, and it's going to deliver that grease right there in that bearing. So again, I'm going to be shooting a video showing this whole, how this all works, and seeing if I can do it on the first try. So that'll be kind of fun. I'm sure I can. It can't be that hard, right? Anyway, I'm so excited about this. It actually comes with their super high-end Kluber grease in this mini cartridge right here. I think that's, I'm just so excited about it. And this new grease gun, this whole setup right here, you've got grease, you've got the gun, the whole deal, runs $79.85. So $79.85. We just added it to the website today. It's the part number 007-80600. But it's a brand new product on our website. And so yeah, that's super exciting. I always love checking out new products. You know, it's always special to have something new, especially if people haven't seen it before. So with that, I'm going to say hi to some other folks here, or see if you guys have any questions. Feel free to drop them in. I mean, that's what I'm here. That's why I show up live, so that I can be here to have an interaction and be able to answer any questions that you have. So feel free to ask them. I'm happy to do that. Let's see, I see Robert says, hi, thanks for the show. You're so welcome. Thank you. Danny says, do we need to ticket if we have pre-register? Well, if you pre-register for the show, Danny, then that is your ticket. So registration, in our case, registration and tickets is the same thing. Either way, we will have your name, and you're going to have a badge when you get there. So if you pre-register like you do now, it's going to be free. At some point, we're going to start charging for the tickets or registration. It's really all exactly the same thing. So, but we thought, hey, we were saying registration, and I think it sounded complicated or hard, but now we just say tickets. It's exactly the same thing. Let's see. So I see Dave's here, and Fred from Nevada. That's great. We're getting people from all over. Jennifer's here, and Terry, and Richard, and Ro, and Tyler. And a lot of you guys know my sign, and I don't know who was first. It's exciting. So yes, and I see Jennifer also practices gratitude. You know, it's honestly, it's inherent to who I am as a person, for sure. All right, well, so with that, I have some fun stuff for Top 5 Tuesday. So let's talk about our top 5 products of the week here. And in the number 5 spot, I love putting these together because it just makes it like it actually matters. So in the number 5 spot is our 17-inch 3-blade race fan. So I want to show you what you would get with this. You would get the hub, you would get the 3 blades, and you would also get the hardware, which I don't do the hardware in a quick demo, but I just want to show you how easy this is to put together. So I'm just going to pick a spot, it really wouldn't matter where, and then your hardware would secure that in place. And sometimes these have, it just really just depends. It's a manufacturer, I mean, that's just the way it is. Sometimes you can snap them right in, and sometimes it's more of a challenge. And then here, we're just going to add blades just like that, and make sure that they're spaced out. I usually count the holes that are in between them, but there we go. So we've got our 3-blade race fan right here. Oh, I don't know, I think I'm off by one. There we go. And just space those out and put in your hardware and you're ready to go. So, and with the hardware, it comes with, it's really heavy duty. It's actually aircraft hardware. So it's really meant for some extreme conditions. And so you gotta love when every piece of a product is just brought to that next level of design. I think we can all appreciate that. Especially when we have manufacturers that don't skimp on the small things. When you've got those really high quality all the way through, even though the things that people wouldn't necessarily notice right away, you notice it if it goes wrong, but you don't necessarily notice it right away. So that's pretty cool that it even has some heavy duty hardware with it as well. So our 3-blade race fan, it runs $217.50. By the way, Race Fan will be at the show. Just throwing that out there. So excited. In the number 4 spot this week, we've already been talking about grease. So it's always a good time to talk about day lube. And I thought this would also be just a good comparison, just so you can see the scale. So this is your regular size of, your regular tube that would go into like a silicone, or like a grease gun, the type of thing that you pick up from Lowe's or Home Depot, whatever. And then now you can see the size of this mini tube here. I'm getting my hand out of the way so that this is actually a smaller tube, and that way you can just see the scale, because otherwise it's just hard to know that. But we've done really, really well with Daylube, have great reviews and have great relationship with Daylube. We've been selling this for a while. In case you're wondering, this is a white grease. There we go. You can see inside of there, that's a white grease. And this comes in tubes just like this. It comes in jars if you would prefer to use it in a jar, and it also comes in a 1-ounce syringe. So if you want to do this precision greasing and try that out where you just grease each of the spots on a bearing, then that syringe can be a really good way to go, and that's a 1-ounce syringe. Otherwise, like the big tube here is very reasonably priced as well. It runs $45.79 for the 16 ounces, and that's the same price as the jar. So it just depends on how you want to use the grease. Lots of different uses. Of course, lots of different uses in racing, but another thing too, just a kind of a side note here, because I've gotten the calls from guys who have guns, and they're calling me because like their gun guy, maybe their gun repair guy, has recommended it because it's really fantastic on slides. It's like on gun slides. So just throwing that out there. And it's something I have talked about before, but we've certainly used it. Any of us who have guns around here, we all use it for our gun slides, and it just makes them slide just a lot more easily. So we really like that nano ceramic grease for that, the Daylube. All right, next up in the number 3 spot, actually you kind of got a little preview because of my other demo. I actually didn't even realize that this is all going together so beautifully, but it's from our friends at Superior Bearing. And Superior Bearing, we have a whole bearing kit where it has the bearings and the races. It actually comes with some of the Daylube as well, and you've got a seal too. So it's a whole wide 5 kit. So you've got the inner bearing and the outer bearing and the races to go with it. And so this whole kit per wheel runs $99. So it's really a great way to go. Very, just that right price point. So it's not too much, too excessive, and it's also not just a bunch of cheap crap. So we love working with Superior Bearing, and always been very supportive of anything we do at Crate Insider. So this is definitely in our top 5 this week. This is number 3 and on our top 5. So if you're looking for bearings, maybe you're putting a new car together, then this is a good way to go. And then we've got all of these greasing options to grease these bearings, or pack them, whatever you want to call it. Greasing the bearings, packing the bearings, whatever you want to say. Lots of different options there. I didn't realize I was bringing it all to the table today, but here we go. You gotta love it when a theme just kind of carries through. It happens. All right, next up in the number 2 spot, this is not going to be a big surprise, but it is our Crate Insider flat air filter base, and our flat air filter base in specifically the black powder coat. Really love, ever since we've gone to having the option for whether you go with just the regular aluminum, the regular mill finish, or going with the black powder coat. I love that these are so much stronger, and they're just far more durable with having the powder coat on them. For $10 more, it's 100% worth it, and we definitely do well with these. So the Crate Insider flat air filter base, and it does come with the seal ring. that we've got right here. So this is a seal ring that it allows you to connect your air filter base right there to your carburetor, or at least be able to lock together there. There's a groove in one side of this ring, and then you've got the O-ring on the other side to provide a seal. Any questions here? And let's see, answer. So Chris is asking me, what does the fan weigh with 4 blades? I have that on the website, and because I did go through the whole exercise where I would take each of the blades, all of the components, and I set them on a scale, and I got it down to the ounces. So I don't know off the top of my head. I might be able to look after this video and take a look on the website under that listing. And it's going to depend if it's the 17-inch or the 19-inch. So if you want to be specific on that, then I can certainly try to find you that answer. So with that, let's go ahead and jump into the top spot, and then we'll do our drawing. And in our top spot this week is from our friends over at Daytona 1 engine treatment here, this XL1 engine treatment, one of our most popular products overall. Definitely a favorite of mine. This is something that I use in my own car because, you know, anytime you can cut down friction in an engine, you're gonna have some benefits. So on the racing side, you're gonna free up more horsepower, whereas in my small passenger car, when we cut down on friction, it actually increases my gas mileage. So it does a really good job for that. Plus I know that my engine is protected and it will last longer because I plan on driving my car until the wheels fall off. And that's a whole nother story. So anyway, the Daytona 1 XL1 engine treatment, it runs $24.95. We also have a larger size as well, but we absolutely love this product. So I know Alex is gonna work on getting us a couple winners. So our first winner will get the ProFab t-shirt right here. And remember, we've got the ProFab headers back in stock. And then our second winner will win the little sign. So our first winner is Terry People. So Terry, if you would, send us your address and we'll get this shirt sent out to you. And then secondly, I know you're a longtime viewer. I love how I get surprised by who wins. So the winner of our sign right here is our longtime viewer, Tyler Stetler. So Tyler, please send Crate Insider a private message with your address and we will get this sent out to you. It actually comes with letters. You can make your own sign out of it, you know, have it say whatever you want it to say. I think it comes with like 60 letters, and I just hope, you know, I wanted to share the joy that the signs have brought to my life and to my show and everything. And so if it can make your just a smile, just a little brighter day because you get to turn on the light. So love my little sign, and I hope you enjoyed as much as I do. And that is all I have for today. If you guys haven't signed up for this show, I sure hope that if you're gonna even be close to North Carolina, make the trip, and it will be so worth it for your 2021 race season. And you know, we're all in this to try to make racing work together so that we can continue to race as long as we possibly can. So thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a fantastic Thanksgiving, and I look forward to seeing you next Tuesday. So you guys, in the meantime, have a great week.